What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another headache video. Headache coach Theodore Whitmore giving the Reggae Boyz supporter headache. We here to talk. I'm going to here for a long morning. So make sure you guys, if you watching it back on the replay, make sure you grab one of your favorite beverage and your peanut and put it on your big screen TV in your bedroom. But we're going to make sure that we structure it that you guys can watch it back over on the replay. If you watch it on the replay, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. A day after Jamaica lost the United States in the Gold Cup by 1-0. Reggae Boyz out of the competition. It wasn't good enough. Big time. It wasn't good enough, and I really upset. And my co-host Taylor is very upset. And we're here to talk about the game and everything. Good morning to you, Taylor. How are you doing?
Good morning, Ryan. I think we're probably doing the same. We're in the same boat today, right?
Bro, it's a idiot, bro. I start this stream and my head a kill me, bro. I may tell you, it's an
Yeah.
idiot, bro. But what goes wrong last night?
What went wrong last night? Everything went wrong last night, Ryan. Everything went wrong last night. I'm just waiting for more people to come in on the live because we want all the people who as I said, Ryan, I can talk football with everybody, but I don't expect everyone to understand me when I'm talking football because it's different from people who are just watching the game than people like us who actually played the game and who's still involved in the game and understand how coaching and all these things work. Ryan, I have lamented on your show over and over and over again. If people can go back and watch some of the past clips on Ryan's show, I should basically be a prophet today because me and Ryan we spoke about all these things when I just joined Ryan LFC show. I said Ryan LFC, no, Tappa's lack of ability to make substitution at the right moment is gonna come back and haunt us. I said that to Ryan when I just came on. I said, Ryan, it's important for us to see how he handles his substitution and he manages players. And it just played out right in front of us. Yesterday, in the 60th minute, the game was crying out for a substitution. The game was crying out for a substitution, and the US coach made that substitution and changed the game. And we just, it's just I just want to hear from everybody. I think we had a point, Ryan, where there is no other option than Tappa Whitmore has to go. There's no other options to fix this. There's no other option to fix this than Tappa Whitmore is gonna go. I hear people saying, "Well, Mikel Antonio is gonna come in. Roof is gonna." Guys, if Mikel Antonio was standing up front yesterday, and he's not getting the ball, how are we gonna score? The problem is bigger than bringing in these marquee players, bro. The problem is the system in the team, the system that we're playing. It just doesn't work. And as we know, Ryan, we have confirmation that Paul Hall was the one who picked the team that played against Costa Rica. And I said that to you. I said, Ryan, if Tappa Whitmore is out that night, if Tappa Whitmore was out that night, I'm sure Paul Hall was the man in charge of running team simulation and coming up with a team. The team looked more exciting because Paul Hall said he doesn't want to play boring football. It was quite evident, guys. It was quite evident that I think we got to see what both coaches offer. And we see that Theodore Whitmore is going to always be Theodore Whitmore. Guys, we need to see no more. We need to see no more. Today is not the day where I'm looking for positives. I can't blame any players today. It's just, guys, the coach, we don't have a coach who can coach this team up to make them look very good and play very good football. That's just the gist of things today.
Well, my brother, just a minute before I close that. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Continue hold it just a second, 1 second.
Yes. So I'm looking for all. I would love for Demo to come on the chat today. Demo is probably one of those people who has stated that I've been too harsh on Topper. I'm too harsh on the GFF. He says when they start losing, then we can say something. It's if you have a flat tire, my friend, you know it's inevitable that the tire is gonna give out at some point. And that's what we were saying. We didn't have to wait till we start losing. But now that we've lost, now that we lost, now that we lost, anybody in their right mind can come on and make a case for Whitmore to stay on as coach.
All right, here my assessment now, Taylor. We're gonna go back and forth because we there a long time, you know. They are gonna be a long time. Yo, big man thing. What I'm going to say, very, very, very sad. He's not the right man for the job. Coach Theodore Whitmore, if you are watching this video at this moment, we love you. We love everything that he has done for the team and the JFF. We love you as a player. You are a legend. We respect you 150%. We love your coach Theodore Whitmore. You take the team as far you can. You take us in ranking 45, whatever you take us, you've done enough. I strongly believe if you really love Jamaican people and you love the team, why not just walk away? Why not just resign? This moment I'm speaking, why not just resign? If you love the country that more so much and you want it better for the country, why not resign? Why not give somebody who can do the job much better than you? Nothing wrong with that. If you come as a big man, as a legend, and say, boy, I can't manage. I bring the team where I can bring it. But someone else take it up. It's not good enough. You know when me know Coach Theodore Whitmore lack something? Alvas Powell last night. This is when I really lost it. Alvas Powell injured. We know that Alvas Powell could not play that 90 minutes. We know he's not fit enough, especially coming to the tournament. Alvas Powell do not fit. You're telling me you have your most veteran defender for the last 15 years to put on a Jamaican shirt for the last 15 years. Andre Mariappa, easily best defender. Yes, he mean a little bit of age now, but in fitness, in world quick, he always ready. You telling me that Mariappa only get one game in this tournament and O'Neal Fisher come on against come on before Mariappa? Yeah, joke with more man. Big
Yeah,
up your Akeem man.
it showed you, Ryan. It showed you, Ryan. Like this morning, we're not reading any comments of anyone who is trying to help us understand why Whitmore should continue be the coach. Today is not your day. Today is not your morning. If you consider that Theodore Whitmore, if you think that Theodore Whitmore should continually be the coach, we're not going to have this discussion with you today. Today is for the future of Jamaican football. And I think Theodore Whitmore should do the honorable thing and step down as head coach of the Jamaican national football team today. I think Theodore Whitmore should be making plans to exist, to exit, to exit the program. Today is the day that Theodore Whitmore needs to evaluate himself. And I'm telling you, Ryan, if Theodore Whitmore continues as the coach, now is the time for YouTubers to go after the sponsors who are sponsoring this Jamaican football team. We need to let them know that the fans are not in sync with this team. We need to let them know that there's no communication. We need to let the sponsors know that this is not a team that we're willing to support based on the head coach that we have and the current administration. No, the administration is not going to just get up and leave like that. But if someone can tell me that Theodore Whitmore is miraculously gonna get better for the World Cup qualifier, it's nonsensical. As I said today, Ryan, I will not debate with anyone as to why Whitmore should stay. It was clear. It was clear last night. The game was crying out for a substitution on the 60th minute. And we said, here's the opportunity again. I was saying to you last night, Ryan, watch this. This is the window right here. Berhalter realized this was the window. He made the substitution. His player came on and almost scored immediately. The
Impact.
substitution that yeah, the substitution, even to be honest, I'm not the biggest Tyreek McGee fan, but Tyreek McGee could have potentially changed that game last night because was the game was asking for a creative player on the park. Jamaica needed a creative player on the park last night to change the game. We didn't have that. We didn't have that. We continue with the same old rusty way of playing, the same old hope and pray way of playing. And anybody in their right mind, anybody in their right mind can tell me that Theodore Whitmore should continue as the Jamaican coach. You should question yourself. You should get a psychological evaluation of yourself. I won't blame Theodore Whitmore. Is anybody who's coming in here telling me that Theodore Whitmore should continue to be the coach? Everything I'm saying today, I have said this previously. I have said this. Everything I'm saying today, I've said this previously. I even said, Ryan, on your first show that Bobby Reed is not a starter. Bobby Reed scored a spectacular goal. Bobby Reed is at best a bench player coming off the bench, giving Jamaica valuable minutes. I said yesterday I didn't want Corey Burke starting up front by himself because he's a workhorse and he's going to work too hard and it's not going to give him time to play the position the way we need him to play the position. If you're going to have a Corey Burke on the field, you have to have another backup striker who's going to stay in their position so they could feed off Corey Burke. We can't find a coach to understand that.
Brother, big up to Hakeem. Big up to Hakeem. Appreciate you joining last night and for the match reaction. It's time to go, as Claude said. But yeah, no love, Hakeem. But they make some valid point, Bridgie. They make some valid point. And this is why I'm telling you, the man need eyeglass, brother. The man need blinkers, brother. The man can't see properly or he don't see. Never say him don't see, because this happened more than one time, over and over and over in the game. Now, look at this now, bro. We said go with two striker. Bobby Reed, I said Bobby Reed should start. But what am I telling you in the match preview? If we want to beat this United States team, we cannot go all out and attack. We come and a press. The first 35 minutes of the game, what the pressing gone? Tired. See the player them. Mic mute. Mic mute. You mute your mic.
Blair Turgott had his worst game in the Gold Cup for Jamaica. His first half, he was flimsy, he was weak, his shots didn't have any venom. He looked like he didn't have any sense of direction. Why wouldn't why wouldn't why wouldn't we remove him from the field, remove him from the field? Yesterday I was on another show, Ryan, and I said, okay, I'm looking at the trajectory if Jamaica was gonna improve. If Jamaica improve, we're gonna win the game if we improve. But after watching this game, I've seen no improvement. I've seen nothing new. I felt like we digressed in that game. I think we went backwards in that game. I think we went backwards in that game yesterday, and it's quite obvious. The, Theodore Whitmore makes me look like a freaking genius. Like everything that I've said This is exactly what happened with the team. We don't have a coach who is a visionary. And I stated to you that team that played Costa Rica was a Paul Hall team. And today we can confirm that as reports are coming out of the camp that Paul Hall assembled that team against Costa Rica. And you see the difference in the style of play. So it's just quite obvious. Who do we want to go forward with? It's time for Theodore Whitmore to do the honorable thing and step down and give Paul Hall the keys to this team. I rather take my chances with Paul Hall because this is gonna be a headache World Cup campaign for fans with not knowing what Theodore Whitmore gonna do or his lack of ability to manage the game.
Virgin, you're 100% right. Theodore Whitmore must go.
What?
Boy, Demo, you're alone down in the comment section as you leave the coach. If you want to tell me say everybody in the comment section, you want to tell me say everybody in the comment section don't like Coach Theodore Whitmore when you're looking at the comment section, Demo? Bro, I don't know. I don't know. You probably has something different from what we now see. But the coach is sad to say he will keep him job because the JFF going to say they don't have any money to pay an overseas coach. And we still think say we still can get much better than Coach Theodore Whitmore. Look at that guy, former Umberland coach, man. Duki, Donovan Duki is the most him have the same license like Paul Hall. Donovan Duki, the coach in Jamaica. Why not get someone where can do the right job, brother? If this is all we want to go forward. Same with
Ryan,
Gary
a
Southgate.
local coach would do a better job than Theodore Whitmore right now. Anybody, like you can take up a kid off the street to do a better job than what Theodore Whitmore is doing. Because at this point, he's basically just assembling the team. He's just assembling a team. We're not playing competitive football. We don't have a style of play. It's quite obvious. Can someone pinpoint the style of play that Jamaica played throughout this Gold Cup? There has been no style of play, no signature build up, no signature plays, nothing in that way.
You're 100% right, bro. But when I try to say still, Taylor, people are telling me about Mikel Antonio, Kema, Roof, and this and that. You're going to have the same problem. You're going to have the same problem when them player they really come in. Because you can have the best team and you still know how to put the player them in the right position and know when to make change. When is the last time viewers down in the comment section Theodore Whitmore make a change and you have to just say, wow, big move like big move Theodore Whitmore make and change the game. When last he make a change like that? Never. People if understand and realize, Reggie, the man is just a wet bread, bro. So what I say? What I say? Guys, smash the like button, guys. Build up the chat. We have about 50 people coming in, guys. Just smash up the like button, man. Smash the like button and let's get the video to 100 likes, man. Hit the like button, viewers. But where we go from here? Big man thing, I give Coach Theodore Whitmore a 0.
Zero. I
0,
give him a fired.
0, and him going right through the door. That means him I love the team then, brother.
Listen. No. All right. So this is where we are now. Because since we had another phase, I will make another prediction now. So here's where we are now, Ryan. The JFF is gonna be in a position now. They're gonna have to either decide are we gonna hitch our wagons to Theodore Whitmore and give this a last shot because this JFF administration, this is their last run as well. It's not just Theodore. We're not gonna lose the Gold Cup and we have Michael Ricketts and those guys come back in running Jamaican football. They're all on the clock, so they can decide how they want to spend their last moments on the clock. Are you gonna spend the last moments on the clock hoping Theodore Whitmore gets it right? Or you're gonna do what's right now and give yourself a better chance to win and also stay on as an administration, because this administration is on the clock. If they plan to hitch their wagon to Theodore Whitmore, let them go for it. The sad thing in that is that Jamaica will not qualify for the World Cup. With Theodore Whitmore at the helm, Jamaica will not qualify for the World Cup. So this GFF will eventually break apart after this. But the Jamaican players, Jamaican fans, we're gonna have to deal with the loss and watching another World Cup from home.
100%. The World Cup. I don't trust the coach. I don't trust the coach to lead us to go into a World Cup. And I think he will get the chance, no matter what we say. They will give the chance and use the excuse, oh, we don't have money, we don't have that. If the man no go, we not make it to the, if Coach Theodore Whitmore is the manager, can click out this demo, you can do anything you want, and may I tell you, if Coach Theodore Whitmore is still the manager for the national team going to the World Cup qualify, we're not going to qualify for the World Cup. He don't have a clue what he doing. Let's get that straight, guys.
Yeah, let's get that straight. And we won't blame any players today. We're not gonna blame any players today. Today, all players get a free pass. If you had a terrible game yesterday, this wasn't your fault. This game comes down on the shoulder of the coach. The man at the top has to take the responsibility for Jamaica losing their first quarterfinal games against a B USA team. Jamaica, who consists of 80% of their core team, lost to a United States B team. We had no clear opportunities. We didn't have any real build up. Um, the team just um, the team just looked. Daniel Johnson had his worst game yesterday. He kept losing the ball in midfield. Blair Turgott had his worst game. Speedy, we see what he can do, but he takes too much touches. He slows down the game as well. It's all there, guys. It's all there. And if we have a coach that can't see this, Jamaica football is in a lot of problems going forward. This World Cup qualifier is gonna be so hard for fans to swallow. This is gonna be so hard for fans, but brace yourself. Brace yourself. Brace
All right.
yourself.
Are
Brace
they, are
yourself.
they, watch this. Are the only international team I ever watch. We cannot even put two passes together. We not even can keep the ball for 2 minutes. Jamaica can't even keep the ball for 2 minutes. So how we going to dominate game if we cannot keep the football for 2 minutes? If we cannot make 15 passes, how we going to, brother? And then you hear people are chat, be a garbage zone in the comment section. You understand?
Yeah, we're not gonna
Joke,
listen
brother.
that garbage today, Ryan.
Yeah,
Today is not garbage day. The garbage man come tomorrow. We're not gonna deal with the garbage today. We have more important matters at hand right now, which is we need to get the coach out. The fans need to push back. We need to have the coach out of this team. It's obvious last night, and this is why people didn't want. When I posed the question, I said, will this be a failure, Ryan, if we don't win the Gold Cup? And I said to you, it will be a failure, especially if we drop out in the quarterfinals. We lost in the quarterfinals to a United States B team with 80% of our core players. 80
80%, 90%.
90% of our core players. People are saying, well, Roof
Hold
got
on.
his
All
passport,
right.
Antonio.
Hold on. You know the next thing I want to talk about, like how people are talking about the team now in a gel and the team now have this. Watch this. Watch this. How many players got the last two Gold Cup? Junior Flemings in the last Gold Cup. People talk about the key team now in a chemistry. See? Listen facts. Listen to facts. People are talking about the team now in a chemistry. Listen to facts. You ready, Taylor?
Yeah.
Andre Blake, the last three Gold Cup. Cameron Taxi Lawrence, the last three Gold Cup. Alvas Powell, the last three Gold Cup. Mariapa, the last 3 to 4 Gold Cup, right? How much player that Magan? 5.
Four.
Counted.
Right.
Well, I know. Counted me. Counted me. Andre Blake, last 4 Gold Cup. Shaman Nicholson, the last 2 Gold Cup. Junior Flemings, the last 3 Gold Cup. Mariappa, the last 4 Gold Cup. Right? Listen to no. Listen to no. Hector, the last 3 to 4 Gold Cup. Right? Alvas Powell, the last 3 to 4 Gold Cup. That's 7 player already. Right? 7 player. Right? Leon Bailey, that's 8. Last 2 Gold Cup. Speedy, the last 3 to 2 Gold Cup. O'Neal Fisher, the last 3 Gold Cup. How much player that? 9. One more player leave. Terry Meggie, that's 10. 10 player, the last 2 Gold Cup. Now look at this, brother. All people for say the team now in a chemistry. We get 9 there. Most of the team them in the Gold Cup get 9 there more there to prepare. Remember, so how comes we have a team continue going the tournament and yet still a ball about chemistry? Remember half of the team that I just call, we got the last Gold Cup, and most of the time them start, You see me have to tell that? So we have 10 players out of 22. Now half of the team that, brother?
Bro, it's when once you saw that starting lineup, I knew we weren't sure where we were going. I think I saw everybody hyping up Bobby Reed. Guys, go back and watch some of Ryan LFC past live streams. I stated Bobby Reed is a bench player. Bobby Reed is a bench player. Taxi Lawrence is a bench player. Alvas Powell needs to retire from the Jamaican football team. He was out there last night. He wanted to save his career. He didn't want to go down in flames, and he was injured.
Hold on. I want to ask a question. Is it some of the player them? Is it some of the player them? So okay, Bobby Reed is a good player. Is it that the player? Is it that the coach now find a right system to put the player them in? I understand when you talk when you call a certain player name not good enough for the national team. We are better. But the player like a Bobby Reed, is it the structure? I came out accident. Is it the structure of the coach?
I would play Bobby Reed on the wing. Even when Bobby Reed got onto the wing, he looks
No.
different.
Don't tell me where you want him play. I want to ask you. Is it that the team or the team set up, or is just the coach not getting the best out of Bobby Reed?
Bro, it's a combination of issues, bro. It's a combination of issues. It's one, not having the right players in their position, their preferable position, or the position that you can get the most out of the player, and also it's the combination of players on the field at once, at the same time. We're not having the right combination of players on the field at the same time. So you're not gonna have chemistry because the style of play from each player doesn't complement each other, and then we throw in the formation. So for me, it's the combination of players on the pitch at the same time, and it's also not having players in the position that you can get the best out of these players. So it's a combination of issues we're facing right now with the team, Ryan. It's not just one thing, and all those things that I stated comes down to the coach. The coach is the man who's supposed to be able to say, you, I will get more of you from the wing or more from you in this position.
Well, I agree with that. I agree with a better structure statement because I watch Bobby Reed week in, week out, and he's a good player. I just don't think Whitmore getting the best out of some of the player them. You have some of the player them perform badly, and we are going to get into the player ratings because this is not all about the coach. This is all about player getting big chance and not putting the ball in the back of the net. We will get there. We will get there when we go to the player ratings. But I believe Whitmore not getting the best out of the team. What are your guys' thoughts down in the comment section? From the start, the man them cripple with. From its start, the biggest problem is the JFF only team with 22 player in. Bro,
That's
from the
not the
start,
issue. That's not the
from the
issue.
start, the man them cripple with.
It's that's not the
But
issue, Ryan.
we could have do better with we call Kevin Stewart or a Jama Low in the position. But I understand what you say.
We could have 24 players out in the squad. This Jamaican team would not listen. People are saying Michael Antonio is coming, Roof is coming. Guys, when those guys come in the team, it's just another headache. That's when we're gonna really know we don't know who's starting. That's how we really gonna know we don't know what the coach is doing. If you had Mikel Antonio standing up front yesterday, the game wouldn't change. Because if your striker is not getting the football, he cannot produce. That's the problem. We don't have any idea about going forward. We can't string together 10 passes. We can't have a build up to where we say, whoa, that was a nice build up, and we reset and do that again consistently over a 90-minute period. That's how England did well in the Euros. England, they had build ups. They had build up. They knew they were using Sterling down the left hand side. They knew when they were going through Harry Kane up front to just knock the ball back off and players run off him. We don't see any of these things with the Jamaican team. We just see people chasing the ball, hoping to get a loose ball and hope we can break on the counter attack. Blair Turgott yesterday looked awful. Blair Turgott looked awful yesterday, and the coach take Blair Turgott. Blair Turgott shouldn't enter the game in the second half. Not because the game is tied doesn't mean we're winning. We were on the back foot
All the time.
all
Every
the
game you
time.
watch Jamaica, they man the back foot. When is the last game where you say, yo, boy, Jamaica pin them back? This is some people, I don't know where them get them football knowledge from, or which game them a watch. But it's like them a watching TV upside and down, brother.
I don't
Me
know,
not
Ryan.
understand when some people are watch Bridget. It no matter what type of formation we use, David, the coach not good enough. The man don't know when to make change. Brother, the man take off the Alvarez Paul injury. The man bring on O'Neal Fisher.
O'Neal
One to
Fisher.
Maps. One to
O'Neal
Mariappa.
Fisher. The man bring
One to
on O'Neal
Mariappa.
Fisher. O'Neal Fisher is a play like O'Neal Fisher plays like he's like that. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think O'Neal Fisher summed up Tappa's coaching. O'Neal Fisher being on the park when Jamaica lost that game with Mariappa on the bench explains the mindset of the coach we have. O'Neal Fisher on the park and Adrian Mariappa on the bench sums up how our coach thinks.
People hit the like button, man. People, let's get the video, man. We're not talking no more, man. People, on the too bad, man. On the too bad, man. Imagine the day I say I talk, I'll know to get 50 likes on the thing. On the too bad people, man. Hit the like button, man. It no matter. It no matter. It no matter. Brother, we see O'Neal Fisher come on how much time and the man they giving nothing. Nothing, man. Me I go see. You see, a lot of these players in our team, you know, get them chance. We're going to see. And I never see. I know say certain and certain players still are going to get called. It no matter what, certain and certain players still are going to get called. So, boy, we there sound just a waste of time, bro. That's how I feel, bro, because of
Ryan, I feel like in a few weeks we will have to hear from the JFF if there's gonna be any changes. Um, I don't think this JFF as well. I don't think JFF is gonna just enjoy this loss and business is gonna go on as usual. I think the JFF has to do some self evaluation. They have to re-evaluate their protocols and how they look at players, how our coach is operating. Um, as I said, I'm glad that Paul Hall got a team out there against Costa Rica to show the difference of how Jamaica could potentially play. That Costa Rica game, we played fluid football. Jamaica looked threatening. We looked like we could build up. We looked like we could score. How can one of the best games you played is a game you lost with players that tells me it comes down to player combination on the park. I keep saying this is player combination on the park. Even if we had Leon Bailey out there, Leon Bailey wouldn't affect that game last night. Leon Bailey wouldn't affect that game last night. The the problem last night was bigger than any one player. The problem was bigger than any one player last night. The problem was the coach. I stated this on Ryan LFC's first live stream that I will watch to see how the coach operates. If the coach doesn't make timely substitutions, if he doesn't bring in the right player to spark or change the game, this slowly
All right.
comes down on the coach Theodore Whitmore.
He's for real, bro. Him no good. Him no good, bro. Brother, the man do him time, and I really appreciate what him bring the team, what him bring to the team. But the team get bigger than him. The team get bigger than him. You understand?
Y-
How are you, Jersey boy?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Ryan? You know, we talked about earlier where you were feeling, you know, really upset and stuff, and I understand. You know, you understand how I felt with bloody Gareth Southgate. You know, negative football.
Wait, as an outsider, what you think about the game? Can you watch the game and think? What your assessment on the game and the coach?
As I said before, if you remember me on the watch along before I went, I said if the predicted team, the team that everyone in the chat was saying was leaked by their sources, that was the actual team that was going out. I said you're not winning because I could see it being again, you know, missed chance. I said if that my personal opinion, that team you predicted, you know, the predicted team with Andre Gray and all that crap. If that team started last night, I think that game you guys would have beaten them because I don't think USA were that good. They made chances as well, but you know, you guys missed a lot of chances. Like Andre Gray hit the bloody post. You guys were so close. But the problem is you're not clinical, and again, it's a bit like Gareth Southgate in terms of like in the final of the Euros, England need a substitution. They need to get Grealish on. He puts Grealish on in extra time, not in full time, in extra time. And it's doing these substitutions too late. And I think the fact that your manager is putting substitutions on way too late ruined the game. I think if you put on attacking players much earlier, you never know what could happen.
You know, Ryan, I think Craig Butler saw this coming and he potentially told Leon Bailey not to play. He told Leon Bailey, listen, don't go out there and risk getting injured. Your name is swirling around in the transfer market right now. I think he told Leon Bailey, focus on your future. Jamaican football will be Jamaican football. I think Craig Butler might have instructed Leon Bailey not to play yesterday. He already saw this coming. A lot of people wanted Tappa to be on the big screen
You
and
know,
let him prove himself.
you know what me I say to you, brother. You see, you remember when you said to me, say, yo, Taylor, you said to me, say, yo, Ryan, this is a team, the combination, and people think say you want to be negative. Remember when you said to me, say, Ryan, at the Costa Rica game, this is a team, the chemistry, and not the chemistry, they call it,
Combination of players.
the combination with the player them start is perfect. You understand? And the man is the combination, and the man said, this is where I look for in press conference. Coach Theodore Whitmore said that. This is where I look for all tournament. And him get it, and the man change up the team. You understand? The combination was perfect. This is why we create. Go back and watch the game, how much chance to create. You understand? Come on, bro.
I
This
stated to
minute,
you, Ryan, Alvas Powell, this is Alvas Powell's last run with this Jamaican national team. Like I said all these things in Ryan. I said there are players who are on the chopping block like Alvas Powell. What can Alvas Powell do to come back into this Jamaican setup? Alvas Powell is at the end of his career. He can't stay fit. He's been injured for the past 2 years in football. He hasn't hold down the starting job at any club. Here is Alvas Powell starting in one of our finals. Alvas Powell strapped on something on his leg, knowing he's injured, but the coach still pushed him out there. It's obvious that it looked like it's even players who are picking themselves, because if you see that I could have seen that Alvas Powell wasn't fit in the first 10 minutes of the game. He was hobbling out there. If the coach on the sideline can't see that, Ryan, something is clearly wrong. Something is clearly wrong with the coach. And today, as I said, I won't bash any players today. The players did the best with what they had out there. They don't have a good leader. They don't have a person who is putting them in positions to win. They don't have a coach who comes up with formation and tactical ways how to break teams down. It's more lineup, guys, and we practice 4-4-2 in training. Go out there and execute this 4-4-2 and hope that we win. That's not how football works. You adjust along the way. You counter the other team's formation. You counter what the other team is doing to get the better of them. You match players up against weaker players so things can happen for you. We don't have these tactical ideas in our team. There's no way someone can come on. There's no way someone can come on and make a statement for this coach today. If you come on and you make a statement for this coach today, you don't like Jamaica. You're not a patriot. You don't like Jamaican football. Even a blind man can see that this coach is not the man for the job. Anybody can see that. Maybe Tappa needs to step away from the team and take a look in. I think him being on the inside, looking out, he's not seeing what's happening. I think he's lost in his own imagination, and we need a new coach going forward.
bro, you said it all, bro. You said it all, man. The man, they messed up the thing, brother. For me, I say, yo,
Yeah, Leon Bailey and Craig Butler, they saw this coming, Ryan. I was convinced when I saw Leon Bailey on the on the bench. I said Craig Butler told Leon Bailey, listen, don't go out there and risk getting injured. There are a lot of trade talks around your name right now, and this team is not going anywhere on the topper. So stay on the bench. That's what happened yesterday. That's what happened, and I also predicted that the players, something will come out. I'm looking in the next 2 weeks for one of these players to speak up, and somebody's gonna throw Tappa under the bus. Somebody's gonna throw Tappa under the bus. Somebody is gonna throw Tappa under the bus. Taylor, question is, what was the question before? Somebody said, Taylor, question is, if we were coaching and we went with your strategy and the players don't perform and finish. No, listen, John Doe, my strategy wouldn't just take place on the field. This strategy need to take place within camp. We should have had this competition. I said the first round was for us to find the combination of the right players. That was what the first round was for. We were playing against weaker team. It gave us the opportunity. If Jamaica played a weaker team last night, the way we performed, we could have won the game. But this is what I was saying. We cannot beat weaker teams playing mediocre football and think we're doing well. It's delusional. This is what we wanted people to know, that the wheel of this bus was gonna break off at some point. The wheel broke off last night when we came up against a decent opponent. This was a decent opponent. This wasn't the A United States team. We lost to the B team. We're gonna be playing the A team in the World Cup qualifiers. And if this is our performance last night with 80% of our core players, we're in a dire situation.
And nobody can tell me nothing about player, better player. Whitmore have a flop again, bro. But anyway, Taylor, let's jump in a little bit of player ratings and so on. Go on. Let's go in some player ratings because you have some player who need to get the band-aid rip off, you know, bro. Seriously, bro. You have some player who underperform and let down the team big time. It's not only Whitmore. You have player who let down the team big time, bro.
Ryan, as I said, I'm gonna be very lenient on the players today. I'm gonna be very lenient on the players today because this game comes down on the coach. The players play with what they had. The players play with what they have. Over there.
Yeah. Bridging, Palmer, your coach need to go, Palmer. Your coach are going with a bag of foolishness, bro. Your coach, man. What next? More problem. You're going to hear some successful tournament. Went to the final.
Oh, Ryan's frozen. I do apologise, guys. I don't know what's happened. I think Ryan's vanished.
Hold on. Yes, Jersey boy. Someone's. It's the it's where the fact that people can still come on and defend the coach after this game tells me how divided we are as a nation, how divided we are as fans, and what we want to see out of this team. There's going to be a lot of headaches for people going forward if Tappa is the coach in this World Cup qualifier, because the way we're going to lose, it's going to be hard to swallow. Because this was the Gold Cup, guys. We played against B teams and teams who are on the cusp of getting better. You can see what's happening with the Canada. With Canada having a coach like that out of England, Canada to me looks like a Premier League club. Canada plays Premiership football now. Canada looks threatening. Canada looks like they're there to beat teams. This Jamaica team looks like we're there to compete. People need to understand that being there to compete and being on the field to beat a team, that's something totally different. When you're out there to beat someone, you're confident in the strategies you put in place before the tournament starts. We're there to compete. We weren't and I think Tappa, as I said, it was a dangerous thing where Tappa put so much pressure on himself, stating he wanted to win this Gold Cup. Because I think with his lack of knowledge about coaching, I don't think he would have pushed us over the edge. I think Tappa's lack of innovative ways of doing things was what's going to cost him this World Cup. And it did. He was reactive. He wasn't proactive. It cost him. We made all our substitution throughout the whole tournament was late. There wasn't one substitution that Tappa made in this tournament where everyone can say Tappa pressed the button at the right time. He injected a player that changed the game. None of this happened. It happened right in front of us. Everybody got a chance to see the game. Everybody got a chance to see the game. I won't blame one of the players today. All the players who had bad games, it was quite obvious. The problems facing the team is bigger than the players. because if we have players who are good enough, then if we're not getting the best out of these players, whose job is that? That's for the coach to get the best out of your players. Unless we're gonna start discussing, do these players actually want to play for Whitmore? Unless we want to ask, what Whitmore telling these players? Are these things translating? Are the players, is there a communication breakdown between players and the coach? Something isn't right. If someone can tell me that we have a lot of positives to take, all the people talking, what are the positives we have to take from this tournament? I can't think, because we digressed in the game last night. We went backwards. It's 1 step forward, 10 step backwards. We went backwards last night. I was expecting the team to look at least 5% better than we look in previous games. With all the information and the data that the coach had from the first round, I would have thought that he would have put a team out there that could get the job done. He put a team out there hoping to compete. We have to have a coach who's here to win, not to just compete. We're tired of the days of Jamaica just competing, going out there committing fouls, playing this unattractive football. Our talented players deserve better than that. We deserve a good coach. This team deserves the support of the people. They deserve the support of the fans. And in our current state, I don't think this team will get the support of the fans. I don't think this team will get. And as someone say in the chat, everybody let me know in the chat if you would like Tappa to go, or because I asked Ryan, I don't know, Jersey boy, is it possible for you to put up a poll?
We can do a poll in terms of, I can make a poll outside of YouTube and then we can put it in the chat.
Yes, if we could put
so
up.
You just let me know what you would like in the poll and I'll do it.
Should Tappa go, and should Tappa remain the coach, or should we move on to Paul Hall? However you want to word that.
I just put, should Tappa, what should happen with Tappa as head coach? Sure, we'll put stay, leave, and then leave. And what's the name of the other person?
Paul Hall.
Paul Hall, right.
I would, at this stage, I would be even more comfortable with another local coach taking over from TAPPA WHITMORE. I just think anybody who has any football knowledge that takes up this team will do better. I would have no problem with a local coach coaching over TAPPA WHITMORE in this team. Last night game has identified all our weaknesses.
100%, bro.
What happened to you?
My Wi-Fi, man, start up. I don't know what happened. Just
Ryan, I'm gonna put a poll in chat now, and we're gonna see how many people in chat are voting for Tappa as coach. So let's have a look.
And I need you to share this poll on your Instagram, Ryan, when you're done. I would love if you screenshot this poll.
Someone in chat, please fill the poll. It says what should happen with Tappa's head coach? Stay, leave, someone else takes charge, or leave and Paul Hall takes reign. If you've got 3 choices, I think hopefully most people choose number 3. So look at the results so far. No votes at the moment. So,
yes, guys, and click the link in the chat and please vote on this poll whether Tappa should stay. I think this poll can be something that we have on social media. At least somebody, we need to tag the right people in this. We need the JFF to see that the fans are talking. And this is what the fans are saying. They're not happy with the direction of the football. We have to have a new head coach. We have to have a new head coach.
ASAP, brother. We need a coach for things better.
Ryan, someone, this is what we don't want to talk about again. Where's the money coming from? Guys, we don't want to hear about the money anymore. Because if Paul Hall, if you can pay Paul Hall as the assistant and Tappa as the head coach, that's 2 paychecks. Pay that 1 paycheck to Paul Hall then. Pay Paul Hall what he was getting for assistant coach and pay him what Whitmore was getting then, and see if he's up for the job, if he will take the job. I don't want to hear about money anymore, guys. Other teams are paying their coaches. If we're planning to win money, as they say, scary money don't make money. You can't try to win without money. We need to get some money then. The team need to start a GoFundMe or something so we can get a new coach in. Something needs to happen. I don't want to hear the excuse anymore about we don't have the money. Who are we going to pay? Pay someone else who can get the job done. Pay them what Tappa was getting and the assistant coach, and get a formidable head coach in the team. We can't continue this thing about money and making excuses. Today is not the day for making excuses. We just lost to a United States B team in the quarterfinals of the Gold Cup, and you're talking to me about not having enough money to pay a coach, and you expect to win. We expect to go to the World Cup. It's not acceptable.
When you have a new coach, sponsor come on board. Look at the difference. When you have Winford Schaefer.
Okay, all right. So we got 7 votes at the moment, and surprisingly, Paul Hall is not winning.
Okay, keep the poll on the screen. Can you put this poll on the screen?
I'll put the results on the screen. That's a good idea. So it's four have voted for someone else to take charge, and 3 have voted for Paul Hall to take charge.
Yeah.
Here you go. Put it on screen, Ryan, please.
Yeah.
I'll spam it in the chat again.
I think Jersey Boy, the wording is maybe leave someone else to take charge. I think that should have been should Paul Hall take charge of the team.
That's why I'm saying on the second one is leave someone else take charge, and second is leaving Paul Hall take charge.
I think the wording is not very clear. As I think we want to make it as clear as possible.
I'll do another one. Right.
Yeah, the top one is should Paul Hall.
What I'll do is Taylor, you tell me what to write.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the question? What's the question we're asking?
Should Paul Hall take over as the coach?
Should Paul Hall take charge as Jamaica head coach? And then we put yes or no.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let's do that. There you go. Alright, that's the new poll. Guys.
Yes, the next one should be should TAPPA WHITMORE step down as the head coach?
And the next poll is should TAPPA WHITMORE step down?
Paul, all of the man, bro.
Head coach.
Go or stay. He should go, bro. Don't give him even that option, Taylor.
Yeah, we want to make the poll clear, because that kind of wording might, we want when it's on social media, people can see clearly what the fans are saying. We don't want any gray areas.
So people know the poll that ends in 87. 871 is the Paul Hall one, and the 873 poll is should Whitmore resign. Okay, let's have a look. Results so far. Got 1 vote so far. But the thing is, if we share these polls everywhere, then we should get, if you get like a few hundred saying, like if it's like 99.9%, that Paul Hall should remain as head.
This is powerful, Ryan. I'm telling you, this is powerful. If this thing gets out and people are seeing this 100% or 90, I know it's 1 person right now. Guys, please vote. Click the last link. We need to know what you think. Should Paul Hall take charge of the team, or should Theodore Whitmore go? Should he resign? Now is your time to vote. Now is the time to make your voice heard. So click the vote and decide who should run the team. I think we're at a pivotal point where we need to make this decision. The fans need to have a voice. Here's your opportunity. Please vote and let us know who should take control of the team.
What I've done, Ryan, is I've sent you on Instagram both of the polls.
No, the first poll doesn't matter. The first poll was confusing, Jersey Boy. This is the poll that we're gonna be working with. As long as people have the link, in the comments, guys. Remember to vote and let us know what you think.
Fresh. 2 votes. Oh, someone said no. One person said no. Right, that's 2's not enough. We need more.
Yeah, we need a bigger sample size. You guys don't watch sports. You think fan votes? Might as well vote for everything then. Well, we're still voting here, guys. We respectfully disagree with John Doe, but we will keep the votes going.
Paul, the man for the job.
Yeah. I think Paul Hall would be a better coach. Personally, I think Paul Hall would be a better coach. I think it's obvious. We got confirmation today that the team that played Costa Rica, Paul Hall assembled that team. The team that played Costa Rica, I said this on this chat, that if Paul Hall was the one in charge of training the night before, he had to have ran some game simulation and put a team together. No, that team that played Costa Rica, we played more fluent football. We look like we were ready to score, but then we reverted back to Theodore Whitmore style of football yesterday, which was tiki-taki. We don't know what's gonna happen.
I've got to be honest, you're right, Taylor. Like, even though you lost the Costa Rica game, you guys looked the threat every time you went forward.
Guys, remember to vote. Drop the link again, Jersey Boy, so people can have the link. Remember to vote on this. Should Paul Hall take charge as a Jamaica head coach?
I think he should. I think the team he put against Costa Rica was
so
like.
Where's the one? Where's the one, Jersey Boy, on that? Where is TAPPA supposed to step down? Is it only one?
Oh no, I put a separate one.
Okay,
I've got 2.
Okay.
This is the one. This is the other one you told me to. So I put in the chat as well.
Okay.
So yeah, this one is should Paul Hall take charge, and then the other one is should TAPPA WHITMORE step down as head coach, and you've got yes or no.
They're saying, listen, guys. Yesterday, as I said, I'm not the biggest Tyreek McGee fan, but yesterday was a game where Tyreek McGee being on the park, it wouldn't cost Jamaica anything, because we were pretty decent in defense, but we were missing an offensive spark. We needed a player to hold up play or take on players. We didn't have that. That's what I'm trying to say. This is where a coach needs to think and say, okay, maybe Tyreek McGee won't give me anything on the defensive end, but he could give me this on the offensive end, because that's what we needed yesterday. We needed to inject a player who was going to do something differently. That's what's missing. Tyreek McGee was missing from the formation at one point in the game. Didn't say Tyreek McGee should start. I thought starting Corey Burke up front by himself was a recipe for disaster, because Corey Burke will have to chase the ball and chase the defenders the whole game. He's going to run out of steam. When he does get the ball, he's out of position. There is no striker to play off. You can't have your striker up front doing the bulk of the work and nobody to run off him. That's solely on the coach. That's for the coach to see. That's for the coach to and understand how football works. Well, you say Costa Rica was slow. Well, guys, I don't believe that. That Costa Rica team could have beat this United States team as well. United States wasn't that good. DK, all those guys that people were saying they were going to be a threat, Jamaica neutralized the threat early. The problem was we had no strategy going forward. We didn't have a playmaker on the park yesterday. Daniel Johnson had a terrible game. Yesterday was a game that was screaming out for Tyreek McGee. at least in the 75th minute. You bring in a player like Tyreek Magee just to hold up play a bit. Just to hold up play a bit. Tyreek Magee just to make a clinical pass. We didn't have one through pass yesterday in the entire game. 90 minutes, no through pass. That tells me your midfield is non-existent. Not gonna get into that CDM debate today. We know what the problem is there. However, we had a chance to beat the United States in the quarterfinals.
I'm looking on Twitter right now, and it's literally like it's just people saying, "Oh, Tappa out, Tappa out, Tappa out." I think if everyone says and you get polls everywhere, it's going to make the JFF think about it.
They have to think about it. I don't care what people are saying. The JFF is not going to change anything. These polls are going to have the JFF thinking. This is what everybody's saying. If you have 90% of your fans saying the coach should be out, and you choose not to remove that coach, that means you guys are playing for yourself. That means you guys are going to support each other. Yeah, it's the coach. Listen, when I saw the US coach made the change in the 60th minute, I was like, this is where Tappa should have changed the game. We had the chance to make that first move, but he waited. He waited till the game drags out. Yeah, around here. Yeah, let's get the voting. I would like. Can you bring? Or we see? Oh, we can't see the one where if Tappa should leave.
Do you want to get the Tappa one on? It depends if Ryan. Actually, no. I'll just do this. It's easier. I'll do this. Well, I can do it without Ryan changing anything. Yeah.
I don't think people understand the power of the internet.
Very powerful. There you go. Can you see it now?
Yep. Should Tappa step down as the head coach? Please drop the other link.
Look at that. See, there's no. It's 100% saying yes.
100% says yes.
I'll put that link in chat right now. Okay, so if you guys trying the link on right now is, do you think Whitmore should resign?
Guys, please click the link from Jersey Boy and remember to vote. This is important. The campaign starts today. This is important. The campaign starts today. Please remember to vote. Click the link and vote. We have to get this information out there. We have to get this information out.
Just imagine what you could do, right? Let's say these two polls go all the way around all these Jamaica channels. You could have hundreds. And if you have let's say every single Jamaica fan who goes in there puts yes, the Tappa should step down. If they don't do anything and they keep him, they look like idiots. Because all the fans would be against them.
Yeah, and I don't think Jamaica, under Tappa's leadership, Jamaica will not make the World Cup. Under Tappa's leadership, Jamaica will not make the World Cup. What is Tappa going to do? That's what I'm saying, guys. Tappa is not going to wake up tomorrow morning and just miraculously becomes a better coach. He's conservative. He doesn't have any ideas. He just let the game drag on. He lets the game drag on. And you can't let the game get away from you. As a coach, you have to be on top of the game. You can't let the game get away from you. You can't let the game dictate you. And you have to be ready to make that tough decision. And we have to it's quite obvious, guys. And I don't buy this thing where they say we don't have the money to pay Paul Hall. As I said, the money that Whitmore is getting, pay Whitmore with that money, and also what Paul Hall is getting as assistant coach. And then we can bring in an assistant coach who is a local based coach and an understudy to Paul Hall, who will take a pay cut. This is how you balance the books. We can't. I think Paul Hall would coach this Jamaican team for a pay cut. I think Paul Hall is patriotic enough, and he believes in this group of guys that we have, that Paul Hall will do that. So it's people also saying, if Tappa step down now, what would do we do? So when is Tappa gonna step down? If Tappa don't step down now, we should agree then that we don't want anybody complaining when Jamaica doesn't make the World Cup. If Tappa doesn't step down and Jamaica doesn't qualify for the next World Cup, nobody should come on here complaining. We should accept and be happy for what we signed up for. If you think Tappa should continually be the coach for Jamaica, you should have no issues with Jamaica not qualifying for the next World Cup. Because we're going to be playing top teams. We're going to be playing Honduras, guys. We're going to be playing Panama, guys. We're going to be playing Costa Rica again. We're going to be playing a stronger United States team, a more improved Canada. We're going to be playing a more improved Mexico. And if we can't beat these guys with their B team, what are you telling me? Jamaica is going to get so much better over 8 weeks? We don't have another FIFA window to get friendlies before this competition kicks off. Where are we going to get match preparation? Where are we going to get a coach who's going to be tactically aware and know how to place players in their right position to get the best out of them? Where is this going to happen? So, guys, we have to open our eyes and see that our football is being hijacked by a group of guys who thinks they know what's best for our entire country. And we can't continue with this. Tappa is going to give the fans high blood pressure if he continues like this. He does everything upside down. He does everything the opposite. I think sometimes he does things to push back at the fans. Just the way he picks the team, the way he handles substitutions. I don't know. And we never get answers from Tappa. We won't hear from Tappa again until the World Cup qualifiers. Unacceptable. Unacceptable to have a head coach and there is no accountability to fans. No accountability to fans. We're going to be playing Mexico first in the World Cup qualifiers. You think we can beat Mexico just because we bring in Antonio and we bring in Kemar Roof? Guys, the team needs structure. I love players like Speedy Williams. Those guys going to have to up their game. I think Alvas Powell played his last game for Jamaica in a Jamaica uniform. O'Neal Fisher, the verdict is out, brother. You have a lot to learn. You just, I don't know. I don't know. I think O'Neal Fisher is at best a MLS player coming off the bench. It's unbelievable. And if Tappa continues coaching the team like this, it's gonna frustrate a lot of the English-based players. A lot of other players are gonna watch Jamaica play and not wanting to come to play for Jamaica. People keep saying, "Well, we're gonna get this player." I'm telling you, other players are not gonna want to come and play for a team like this. Why would you want to come and play for a team like this, where if you're a striker, you don't even get the ball? People are saying, would we find a coach that quickly to we could find a listen. That's why I said Paul Hall taking over the reins of this team would be a soft transition, meaning that the players already has some level of chemistry with Paul Hall. He's been around the squad now for a few weeks. He kind of understand what the team wants to do. He kind of understand the talent of the players. No would be the time to cut ties with Theodore Whitmore. Make it a soft transition by having Paul Hall being the head coach. If we don't want to go out there and flip things 360 by bringing in a brand new head coach, now is the time to make the transition to Paul Hall. That would be a soft transition. Paul Hall at least has somewhat chemistry with the players from being in camp with them. But Theodore Whitmore at the helm of this Jamaican football team, it's not looking good going forward, guys. It's not looking good forward. Drop the link again in the chat, Jersey Boy, so people can vote. The link is coming up. Just click the link that Jersey Boy placed in the chat. It's very obvious, guys. Look at it this way. Everybody's gonna take some time off and we're all gonna cool down. and we're going to come back and accept the same nonsense, the same coaching style, which there is no style, the same boring football, the same chop and changing, the same worrying about player passport. We need changes. We need changes. And we need change now. We need change now. Tappa hasn't showed us one thing as to where he's improving. John Doe, you have the internet. You can find Paul Hall's resume. I'm not Google. Whatever information I'm going to present to you is the same information you can source on the internet. You check Paul Hall's resume. Today is not the day where I'm going to be pulling up stats and resume. That's not my job. I'm going off solely on what's happening in the team today, and we need change.
Trying the poll again. Still 16 votes. I'll share it again. I really feel bad for anyone who had to stay up that late, especially you, Taylor, staying up to like 4 or 5 in the morning and seeing your country lose.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Guys, they're saying Paul Hall doesn't have senior team coaching experience. Did Tappa have senior team coaching experience when he started coaching the team? Tappa got certified while coaching the Jamaican football team. Tappa was a player coach. At least Paul Hall is coming in on a pro license. I think that will equip him enough to at least hit the ground running. Paul Hall would give us something else. He would give us more cutting edge football. Theodore Whitmore started out as a below B license coach. So I don't want to hear that nonsense. Does Paul Hall has senior team experience? Did Theodore Whitmore have senior team experience when he started coaching Jamaica? If Paul Hall was the coach, we could have still beat the Antiguas. We could have still beat the Grenadiers. We would have still beat the Surinams. That's not the issue here, guys. The issue is when we come up against real competition, how do we compete? How do we look? Do we up our game another level? Do we have a coach to galvanize the troops and get them to come out firing on all fronts, all cylinders? That's the big question today. If you look at the teams in the Concacaf, even El Salvador, they look like a way improved team. I'm thinking, looking at Jamaica yesterday, can Jamaica beat El Salvador in this World Cup qualifier? Can that Jamaica team that played yesterday beat an El Salvador team? Can that team that played yesterday beat a full-fledged Honduras team? A full-fledged Panamanian team? Can that team yesterday beat those teams? We have bigger problem, guys. It's not about being clinical. Even if we took all our opportunities in the first round, we would still have to play a team like Canada or the United States. And when we lose to these teams, what's your excuse? I think we beat the horse on this one. We beat the horse on this one. It's clear, guys. It's evident. I stayed up 5 o'clock in the morning to watch my country play, only to see the most unattractive game of football played by a team. No improvement after 4 games. No improvement after 4 games. And what are you telling me? What should we bank on? What should we bank on to tell me that this team is going to improve? What should we bank on? We have people just watching clips of players, watching clips of Jamaica winning games, but they're not looking at the overall picture here. And it starts with the coach. I can put my life on the line here. if we have another head coach in this Jamaican football team, we're gonna see instant results. I can bet you anything, if we have a new head coach in this team, we will see better results. It starts with our head coach. This head coach is setting us up for failure. This head coach is coaching off his own understanding. He's not coaching off the understanding of football. We need a coach that has everything on the table.
Big up Jerry Rush, man. Taylor, your name say it down in the comment section. What we're gonna go through, guys. We're gonna do something downstairs and forward back, so.
Quickly, just going to say something, and it is an interesting thing, right? So, you're playing the US again in the qualifiers, right?
Yeah.
Imagine how, if you can't beat USA's B team with your first team, how you're going to be against Pulisic, McKennie. It's going to be even more difficult. So, you know, you need to get someone in, and obviously, hopefully, get some of those England players, you know, Antonio and them not involved, because I think Antonio would be your best striker, just because I think he's quite clinical for West Ham. And I think he'd be a beast if he doesn't get injured, because unfortunately he gets a lot of hamstring injuries.
Drop the links in the poll again. The links in the comments again. Jersey boy.
I'll put the Whitmore one into Whitmore one, and then I'll put the what's the other one? Paul one.
The man is just a dead food, bro. Whitmore don't understand coaching. This is why I can't go to the next level as a coach, bro. Talking about Whitmore, like you get an instant headache, bro, because the man, I don't know, man. I know the thing, bro, we have the player them, some of the English-based player them have them passport, and the JFF didn't call them.
So far, 91% of people have voted for Whitmore to stand down. And in the other one, 94% have voted for Paul Hall to take over.
Coach Karun, remember me talk about this, you know. I tell you, say, and you come and tell me, say, yo, Ryan, we can't high press America. We can't high press them. Because I guess we're going to run out of steam. And same so you say, if I press them, I run out of steam. So, Coach Karun, yeah.
And Ryan, as I said today, guys, I won't be involved in any player ratings today, as I think the ratings of the players today has no relevance to me. I think the bigger issue here is, what do we do going forward with this team? We can rate all the players we want, and it's great for content. But as for the business of Jamaica's football, the issue is the head coach here today, Ryan. The issue is the head coach. It's solely on the head coach. I can't, as I said, I won't blame any player. We've seen the players out there. We saw who had bad games. It's obvious. But the game yesterday was bigger than the players. The game yesterday needed a coach. He needed a coach that knows his players. He needed a coach that knows tactical football. He needed a coach who could evaluate the game and adjust as the game goes on. And we didn't have that. We didn't have that. We didn't have the right players on the field at the same time. We didn't have the combination right. It was just off. It was just bad coaching yesterday.
Bad coach let you down. Quarterfinal, bro. Can't lose at the quarterfinal against USA, bro. Can't lose a quarterfinal against USA. You have some player in our team when they need to put on back the color. So we have some player who need to put on the jersey.
Yes, as I said, this should be the last game for O'Neil Fisher. This should be the last game for Alvas Powell. Um, Speedy Williams, I think he has done enough to be in the squad as a player. He has done enough to be in the squad as a player. Junior Fleming, um, he's missing something. I think the World Cup qualifier is going to be too big for a player like Junior Fleming. I think the World Cup qualifier is going to be too big for a player like Speedy Williams. The qualifiers are going to be too big for a player like O'Neal Fisher. Taxi Lawrence, to me, is not the answer at left back. He didn't do anything yesterday. It was there. It was quite obvious. So, guys,
Who are going to play? Who are going to play?
we need to source players. I think this period now it's down to sourcing the right players. We need to at least have 3 deep at every position with a class player. We're supposed to be choosing from a pool of 3 deep for every position going forward.
Yeah. But all right, guys, since as the thing build up and we have 119 people, let me give my player ratings and stuff. So let's start off with Corey Burke.
As I said today, Ryan, I will just watch this segment. I just wanted to come on and basically speak about the coach today and where we are in the juncture of football. I think the player ratings today won't matter for me because we don't even know if some of these players are
So
going to be in
Taylor,
the squad going forward.
some of them will be. So Taylor, if we don't have the money to replace the coach, and the JFF not firing the coach, what kind of suggestion you, Taylor, would I do?
Well, my suggestion is we have no suggestions. We have no choice. What's gonna happen is they're gonna take this thing to the World Cup qualifier, and then when we lose, we start rebuilding again. This is what's gonna happen. If they don't fire Theodore Whitmore, that means the JFF has they're chosen their destiny and attach themselves to Theodore Whitmore, and they say we're gonna go down on the ship together, which is we're gonna take him into the World Cup qualifiers, and if we lose, then the JFF will get disbanded, and then they will we will try to adjust from there. But as right now, if Tapa doesn't get fired, bro, this is it going forward. Jamaican fans need to get used to these kind of games. Then, if Tapa remains as the coach, we're going into the World Cup qualifier with the same JFF. I could live with the JFF if we have the right coach, because I think the federation can only do so much as far as preparing a team to go out there and play. I think the JFF takes care of logistics, things that surrounding the team, the well-being, travel, the team business. But when it comes down to game time, Ryan, it's all about the players and the coach.
We could say this, Taylor. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. We could say the same thing. You say you could live with the JFF, but Taylor, some of the players them who should called up in the team don't get called up. Like a Kevin Stewart who have him documents, like a Cousin have him documents. Hear what the coach have to say about Cousin. He never seen players yet. So how comes you put him on as a 60-man roster?
Yeah, so this is where it comes down to again where all the questions we had where we don't know who's choosing the team. This is why I'm saying if a coach like Paul Hall is at the helm, he will be the one choosing his team. I'm sure of that. I think that would be something that Paul Hall would request in his contract, that I'm in control of all things football and players. The JFF, just do your job, logistics, and sort out what you need to sort out on the business end. With Theodore Tupper Whitmore, I think the politics runs too deep, and the affiliation and the conflict of interest and local tribalism, I think all of that together, it's too much having this local coach right now. We need a coach who's separated from Jamaica and the federation. We need a coach to only come in and see the team as a football team and how they're going to better the team. That's what we need.
But yeah, but listen up, I understand what Taylor is saying, brother. And I agree with Taylor. Some of the thing them, brother, the coach, because example, when you have a overseas coach, the overseas coach have more talk on the team. He pick who he's want, just like Garrett's okay. He leave out who he want and pick who he want because he might go and watch the game. Theodore Whitmore, the same thing. The JFF are telling him what to do because they don't give him that fully respect because he's a local coach. Now, if another local coach take the team and then put in him contract, say, listen, if you guys going to play around with the team, picking in the team, I'm going to step away. Theodore Whitmore, nah, them thing in him contract, brother. This is the reason why they made give him some like a chum change and they made have to walk with, leave the job. Remember, you know, these men are Carl Brown. Big coach Carl Brown. Who get how much money for coach Cayman football. Want to give the man $100 a day. The man said to them, you think man a boy, I won't give that. You think like me hungry? And these are the dishes with the JFF them. I do, bro. You get the me I say?
But we have obtained more sponsors since that. But I think the sponsors this morning should be reevaluating their association with this team under this head coach, because you're signing up to losers. We're losers. We're losing. And when we're not losing, we should lose. But we of individual brilliance, we happen to just chisel out some kind of results.
So look at this now, Taylor. Look at this now, brother. Big up to Josh Byrne, one of my loyal supporter them. Big up Josh Byrne. We'll soon get back to the Liverpool thing. You understand? It's a pay some attention to my national team, Jamaica. But we'll get back on the Jamaican thing. So big up to yourself, Josh Byrne, and thank God and winning last night. So, yeah, Taylor.
Yeah, let people, all the people we're fighting for Theodore Whitmore, keep fighting the good fight, my friend. I think you guys are conspiring against Jamaica. The people who are supporting Theodore Whitmore, they're conspiring against Jamaica so we could embarrass ourselves on the national stage. That's what they want. They want Theodore Whitmore to continue coaching the team, and we sit up and wait 5 a.m. to watch a game and we lose the game. And we come on YouTube and talk about player ratings. I think this is what a lot of guys, it's time that we shift the discussion to Jamaica playing better football, which can take positives from games. We don't have any positive. We don't have any positive. It took too long for this coach to evolve. It took too long for this coach to evolve. Ryan, if you're running a team and you're running a store and the store is losing money, they're gonna fire you, Ryan.
Yeah. Taylor, remember when I go to Obama and this is a look of friendly game still, guys. I go play against Excelsior Manning Cup team, and I am the old boy as a coach. And I realize that the old boys them they leave school 2 years ago, and you know the local school youth them I say, yo, we can beat you know, we not chain our fit. You know what the old boy them I try to prove against a schoolboy team that been in training. We just picking up a local team to come and play. And I was the coach. And we are high press them. See my first 30-minute change. Be a change me I make.
It's
How long it take Whitmore? May I ask only down in the comment section, viewers. You ever see Coach Theodore make a change? Ever make a change and the player change the game and say, wow?
This is what I wanted to ask these people, Ryan. From Tappa's coaching stint with this Jamaican football team, can someone please point out to me one of the strides that we have made through Tappa's stint as a coach? If you could point out to me the positives, maybe because I'm missing something here, guys. Some of you guys in the chat seem to have all the answers. Please let us know at what point you thought Jamaican football was on the right track under this Tappa Whitmore leadership.
All right. Yeah, guys. Give me an answer with Taylor just asked you guys a question, but let's move on. Let's move on, guys. And you don't in the comment section. Me and you do this. Taylor watch and observe because Taylor said the biggest problem is the coach. I think the biggest problem is the coach too, but the player them not help themselves last night. Flemings get chance. Bobby Reed get chance. That's two players get chance, right? Shamar get chance. Gray get chance. Corbett get chance. I strongly believe the player them didn't take them chance, and I think that affect us right through the tournament. And it's just a matter of time for it catch up on us. We get chance, we should take the lead, but 2-0, 1-0. We didn't. USA get chance too, but guess what? When you score first, it make a big impact, big impact changing on the game. So guys, Corbett for me. Starting off with Corbett and then we go backward. Corbett, I give Corbett a 7.5. I give Corbett 7.5. What are your guys' start performance on Corbett? What are the performance? So I want to see you guys down in the comment section. Should Theodore Whitmore step down on the head coach? As the head coach said, 90%. So Campbell said give him 7. What do you give Corbett? I think Corbett is one of our best attacking player in this tournament. I think Corbett played really well. He played very well in this tournament, and I see Corbett. He has to be in the team. Guys, smash the like button, man, guys. Get the video to 100 likes, guys. Come on, man. Get the video over 100 likes, guys. We have 115 of you guys. But guys, we have to look on it. We have to look on it at the both sides. Coach have to get blame. Players have to get blame. Player get the chance to finish the game. We get chance. It's not like say we don't get chance in the game. But I give Corbett a 7.5. I think Corbett should, no matter who we bring from England, I think no matter who we bring from England, Corbett should be in this team, bro. This guy is just our best attacking player in this tournament. So I give Corbett 7.5. Let's move on to Blade Taggart. How many points you give Blade Taggart? How many? I think Blade Taggart had a very poor game yesterday, man. I think I was expecting more from Blade Taggart, but again, I look at Mikel Arteta with him sign big world-class midfielder Thomas Partey and bring him come at Arsenal. He just look worse. He just losing the ball. And you wonder if the same player that play for Atletico, imagine coaching have a lot to do with it, bro. Coaching a lot to deal with it. But yeah, guys. So how much you guys give Blade Tega? 5. No cross from Blade Tega as a winger. Remember, you know, guys, Blade Tega is not a winger who going to square the ball inside the box, but he can much do better, especially when it comes on to if you drink a whole heap of water, guys, is choke, lose your choke, guys. I think Blade Tega need to mix up his game a little bit. I think he's just too stagnant, especially when he go down on the byline. Sometimes you have to square it. Sometimes you have to give the striker a chance. You know, give the striker not even as. But guess what, guys? Watching back all of the game, them, you know, Blade Tega give people dinner in this Gold Cup qualifier. In this Gold Cup, why I'm saying World Cup qualifier, Gold Cup, and player didn't take it. But better, it wasn't good enough from Blade Tega. It wasn't good enough. But how much you guys give? 4. Some people said them give him 5. Not more than 5. So all right, let's move on, guys. How much you guys give Bobby Rich? Yeah, we need better wing play, man. Yeah, you guys right, man. We need better wing play, man. How much do you guys give Bobby Reid? I think Bobby Reid just coming out of COVID, and this is the same thing that Taylor been saying. Why give Bobby Reid 90 minutes and just coming off of COVID? He just coming off of COVID, but the coach give him 90 minutes. Almost 90 minutes. And this is why I'm saying the coach lack. Man, the coach is something else, man. Whitmore is just like someone else, bro. But this is the lowest score I see Bobby Reid get for this tournament. He's get 6. Shop TV said 2. Jad said 5. Walker said 4.5. 3. Wow, it look like a Premier League player Intel too. Watch. Yeah. If there wasn't no Bobby Reid playing in the Premier League, you'd say he's a joker player yesterday, bro. He get a chance earlier in the game, although that offside, that's some up a game, you know, guys. He said Bobby Reid was lick that target, get that goal in the back of the net, although it's offside, that would have give more player confident, man. Definitely. So, all right, I give Bobby Reid a 4, bro. I give him a 4. I give him a 5, man. Need more better, man. Bobby Reid was not. Wow. But yeah, guys, let's move on. Let's move on to who we have now. Junior Flemings. How much you guys give Junior Flemings? Get my book because I have it right down. Talk to me, guys. How much you guys give Junior Flemings? Yeah, I give Junior. I give him a. I think, you know what? As the tournament goes on, I think Junior Flemings look much better. But he have to score, bro. He's a player that's going to create chance. Right, guys? He's a player that's going to drive with the ball from outside the midfield. And I like what Junior Flemings bring to the team. And I'm going to give him a... I'm going to give him a solid 6. You know why I'm going to give him a 6, guys? Because he should have scored. He should have scored. He should have scored, and we can't go around that. He should have scored. We should have scored 100%. So let's move on to the next player, guys. How much you guys give Speedy? Speedy, the former St. George's College midfielder, playing him trade in the USA. How much you guys give Speedy? Yeah. Walker. I totally agree with you that, man. I totally agree with that, man. 100% agree with that, man. But yeah. Wow. You give him a 0. Wow. That's harsh, man. You give Speedy a 0. Who you give a 0, bro? Football highlights a 5. Wow. All midfielder get 5. Wow. We could keep the ball in the midfield, guys. We could keep the ball in the midfield. We could keep the ball in the midfield. I'm going to give Speedy, I have it right down here, I'm going to give him a 5. I think that's a perfect score for him. 5. Yeah, Speedy was the better midfielder for Jamaica. Really, Speedy can give Speedy 1, Speedy get 5, him get, oh my God. Guys, you guys harsh, man. You guys harsh down in the comment section, man. But anyway, guys, let's move on to the next player. Let's move on to Daniel Johnson. How much you guys give Daniel Johnson? Sean, how much you give Daniel Johnson? I think I'm going to give him, excuse guys, I'm going to give him a solid 5. I'm going to give him a solid 5.5, man. 5.5. Cataracts in America, driving. So yeah, no cataracts today, man. No cataract. But yeah, guys, make sure you smash the like button, guys. Let's get the video to 115 likes, guys. Come on, man. If you haven't liked the video, hit the like button, guys. Come on. Let's hit up the like button. But yeah, how much you guys give him, bro? Need football inside the midfield. Oh, I can't disagree with you, you know. I can't disagree with you, man. We need to see the midfielder them making more pass. We need to see the midfielder them inside, holding on to the ball. That's the only problem I am, man. Our midfielder them, why we can't keep the ball as an international team, guys? This telling you guys we're in problem. If we can't keep the football, man, we're in serious problem, man. If we can't keep the football, we're in serious problem because, man. Alright, let's move on, guys. Let's move on. The midfield were poor yesterday, man. Man. Ravel soon forward, but we need we have Kevin Stewart, we have Cousin coming in, better midfield option. Clearly, like the coach finished with Michael Hector, so you guys won't see Michael Hector in the starting team, but he will make it to the bench. Like the coach don't please what Michael Hector bring into the team, guys. We have to be rude and I have to be honest. So let's jump right into it back, guys, now. So let's go with Alvas Paul. How much you guys give Alvas Paul? Although him didn't play 90 minutes. How much you guys give Alvas Paul? Talk to my people. 3, 2. Well, I have to agree with both of. I have to agree with you guys. I give him a 3, man. 3 I give him. 3, man. We need to see more, but he don't bring more, bro. Man, we need to get ASAP. We need a right back. ASAP, bro. The right back, we can improve on our position. We can improve on our position. So the right back has to get better and better, man. So let's move on, bro. Let's move on. Ethan Pinnock coming in. You guys playing Ethan Pinnock at right back? Ethan Pinnock. Listen, Damian Lowe and Moore, they are very solid, bro. They are very solid at the back, man. Paul, start good. All right. O'Neal Fisher. Let's go to O'Neal Fisher. Since as we're at the right back there, let's go to O'Neal Fisher. How much you guys give O'Neal Fisher? How much you guys give O'Neal Fisher? Well, I'm going to give Fisher a 4. 7? Where you get 7 from, bro? Yeah, guys, Martin Davis should get a call up. If you guys haven't watched that interview I did with Martin Davis yesterday, make sure you guys check it out on the channel. I do an interview with Martin Davis. So you guys, when I finish live stream, you guys can watch that interview. Martin Davis got in on the JFF, and I understand Martin Davis' frustration, bro. 7 out of Tappa set up the team to fail. All right, let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Let's kill off these player ratings as quick as possible. Now, Damian Lowe. How much you guys give Damian Lowe? Damian Lowe, for me, I think him have an okay game. I'm going to give Damian Lowe a 6.5. I'm impressed with Damian Lowe in this tournament. I'm going to give him a 6.5, guys. So now by a 6.5. Oh, a lot of people rate Damian Lowe performance. Damian Lowe get 8. Yeah. All right. Leon Moore, guys. Leon Moore. I have to finish up as quick as possible. I have to deal with something with my wife, so I have to finish off this in the next couple minutes. I will be back sometime soon this week again, but I have to do something for my wife. So let's play off for the player. Leon Moore 8, Do you guys think Leon Moore and Damian Lowe and Andre Blake is the best player, the best 3 player for Jamaica in the tournament? Let me know your thought on that. Guys. Is Leon Moore Let me know your thought, guys. I think so. Leon Moore get a solid 7 for me. Cameron Taxi Lawrence, I would give him a 6. Andre Blake as usual, I would give him a 7. Not much to do, guys. Not much to do, but guys, make sure you guys check out the latest video I do on the channel about Coach Theodore Whitmore. So, man, a lot of people, man. Hashtag on Twitter, bro. Theodore Whitmore hold. Cameron Taxi Lawrence 5. Guys, I'm not lying to you guys. I'm pissed, man, I'll lose that game, man. I know I can't believe, man. This is the back 5 we should start the game, man. Andre Blake, Mariappa, Leon Moore, Lowe, Cameron Taxi Lawrence. Yeah. This we should start it, but you know Coach Whitmore want to do his own thing. Hashtag Coach Whitmore out. Tappa out. Yeah, Blake, man. Blake is good, man. But, guys, Tariq McGee came on. Didn't impact the game enough because he get a little bit of minute. As what Taylor said, it's very hard to give a player rating, guys. I'm not lying to you guys. It's very hard because the player them let down the coach and the coach let down the whole Jamaica. Same thing in the first game when it takes so in the second game it takes so long to take off Shaman Nichols. But man, we need changes and we need changes like right now. ASAP, man. So guys, I have to run off. I have to do a few things for my wife now. So guys, I will catch up with you guys back tomorrow. I will catch up back with you guys tomorrow. Guys, look out for a video. Me and Simon Preston going to do a video on him channel today. So look out for that. Yeah, look out for that. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And one love for the support. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video, guys. Until next time, from my boy Ryan LFC, I like to say peace out. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the love and the support you guys has been giving Ryan LFC. Still have 57 of you guys still. I really appreciate it guys, man. I just want to tell you guys thank you very much. We have a few more videos coming out, so stay tuned. World Cup qualifier coming up like a month or so for the Reggae Boyz, the first game against Mexico. So I really appreciate you guys. Keep giving me your support. And I just want to tell you guys, I did a video on Theodore Whitmore, and it's like 70 odd people in the comment section give their thought. So make sure you guys go and give your thought on the video. Theodore Whitmore in, Theodore Whitmore out. Respect for all of you guys who just subscribe. Appreciate it, my brother, man. Enough respect. Until next time, from your boy Ryan LFC, I like to say peace.